And a good Sunday to each and every one of you. May 17th, 2020, as we have a look here at Tropical Storm Arthur. My name is Jewel. This is J7409 Weather. This will be a complete forecast today with the highlights of Arthur right now. I'll do a complete tropical update later this afternoon, but we're going to include all the weather in general today, so please watch this video in its entirety if you want to know what's going on. Of course, this is Arthur, and as of right now, it's located at 29.7 north, 77.7 west. The winds are 50 miles per hour sustained. It does have 51 mile per hour gusts now. The pressure is 1,006 millibars, and it's moving north-northeast at around 9 miles per hour. And you can see it does have that little center of circulation trying to get up right in here now. So our warnings have been, our watches rather, have been changed to warnings with Arthur. Of course, the coastal counties and Outer Banks, Inner and Outer Banks of North Carolina yesterday had watches, but as of now they've been upgraded to a tropical storm warning for Beaufort County, coastal Onslow County, East Carteret, Hatteras Island, mainland Dare, mainland Hyde, northern Outer Banks, Ocracoke Island, Pamlico, Southern Craven, Terrell, Washington, and West Carteret. I don't think it's going to be no more than you've ever been used to. Trust me on this, as I've said from the very beginning. But it will increase up to 60 miles per hour once it ejects off of our coast a little more to the east. So let's go check some things out. When it comes to storm surge from Arthur, now this is from the National Weather Service. Okay, this is not from the National Hurricane Center. This is from the National Weather Service. If you remember, yesterday I told you I was expecting 1, 2, or 3 feet storm surge. Well, now this morning they're saying that probably it's going to be maybe just 1 foot. I'd say still 1 to 2 in all of these areas over here. But folks, come on, this is nothing. It'll come up in the yard a little bit if you're in a very low-lying area or you live close to the water like I do. But it should not get in your house and cause a great significant amount of flooding. There could be a little storm surge with this, though, as I've told you all along, and that was my main concern. It wasn't the wind or the rain days ago. It was storm surge, but the water will build up in the Neuse and in the Pamlico and all around, as you can see, down around Englehard, Swan Quarter. There could be maybe 1 to 2 feet. That's what I'm thinking of storm surge. So that's looking good for us. Folks, we were really lucky and really blessed. Somebody looking out for us. You know, we've had tropical storms before where we got more rain and flooding out of them than we did some hurricanes. But that's not going to be what happens this time. This is the European model, and I'm going to click it and let it play through. But the cold front that's coming through, this brought all of this rain over in the Texas area. You guys should get a little bit of a break today with just some showers, and I'll get into the severe weather outlook in just a moment. But I know all you guys in Texas and Louisiana, all you guys have had a lot of flooding going on. So hang in there. That's going to slack up a little bit for you. But I want you to watch now, and you're going to see how it's going to push it on over. Now, this is going to skirt and come in right offshore around Hatteras or Buxton. Around Hatteras or Buxton. So, let's just turn it on, and you'll see how this pushes it across. and it's going to make a loop. Don't let that frighten you. It's going to make a loop at some point. So here we go. I'm going to turn it on and let it roll, and this is what's going on today. The low pressure over the middle Mississippi Valley, it's going to slowly move eastward across the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley, and then stall over the Ohio Valley tomorrow night, and it's going to remain there into Tuesday morning. Now, the system's going to have rain and thunderstorms over the Ohio Valley and parts of the Great Lakes today. And I will get to that severe risk of thunderstorms and where all that can happen in just a little bit. But there's going to be flash flooding associated with the heavy rain, mainly located in areas of those regions, okay? Lower Mississippi, Tennessee valleys, Ohio Valley, and the Great Lakes area. So you need to be aware. You may get some flash flooding out of that. And it looks like we got a deep upper level low. It's expected to approach the west coast, pushing from eastward across the Pacific Northwest and into the Great Basin area and California. This is going to cause increasing precipitation chances for those areas right on through tomorrow night. Now, the rain could be 1 to 3 inches in the forecast for Northern California and Western Oregon. Most of the precipitation should fall as rain, but if you get into the higher elevations of the Sierra Nevada, you could receive a few inches of snow. And in between the upper level low in the west and the system in the eastern half of the country, upper level ridging is expected across the Great Basin into the Rockies and Plains. And this is going to lead to temperatures that are above average by about 10 to 20 degrees in those areas underneath the ridge. Now, the dry and hot conditions could also cause some fire danger, and the critical risk for fire weather is elevated in those places today and tomorrow. And this is for portions of the Southwest, Central Great Basin, and the Four Corners area. Now, you see all this rain coming through, all up in here. This has nothing to do with Arthur. We'll come back just a second. Well, you can see Arthur makes its grand appearance earlier in the week. It's already pushed out. But we do have some rain coming up later on during time as time marches by, and this is from another system that is pushing through here. However, it looks like probably, let's cut this off just a moment. We got the Gulf down here. We're going to move it on up to Tuesday, the 26th. Here is a little area right here. I don't think it will amount to much. It looks like it just wants to maybe try. I think it will be absorbed and not be anything. I will keep my eyes on this, though, as you can see. It is right down here. And then we have some more storms coming up from the Gulf. As we move this across, what we have going on is another big high, and that little system that is out in here, you can see here's the high pressure. I think it'll just get absorbed, but I will keep my eyes on it, and I'll keep my eyes on the Gulf Coast as well. When we move up north, let's get up to today around lunchtime. Check it out for everybody up there. I will take the pressure gradients off for the moment. Big old low pressure right up in here. St. Paul, Green Bay, heavy thunderstorms. You can have them, as you can see. This moves right on over into Michigan. And for western Tennessee, you could have some severe weather with thunder shower activity today also. So let's go check it out. Before I go on with the severe weather outlook for today and this evening, I want to remind everyone, up and down the eastern seaboard, from Virginia all the way down to Florida, we do have severe rip currents. And just yesterday, off the Outer Banks around Frisco, 2 little girls got caught in a rip current. Now, they were saved, but this is just another reminder. Arthur's going to make severe rip currents. So if you're going to any beaches, before the rain starts or the clouds make up or it gets a little breezy. Please be aware of this and stay safe, okay? And also, I'm asking everyone for their prayers. I had an accident last night and I fell down. I don't know if I cracked my kneecap or not. I messed up my arm, you know. My arms are already metal and I'm just so sore. I'm a mess. So, I'd appreciate your prayers, okay? Now, on with the weather. Here we go. Categorical outlook. What's it looking like for today and into tonight? Well, we do have a few weak tornadoes that could pick up, and they're possible today across parts of Illinois. As you can see, Indiana and Kentucky. There could be some possible tornadoes in this area. So, keep that in mind. That's western Kentucky. Scattered storms with some hail and strong wind gusts are likely over on the west coast from Oregon to northwest Montana. Right up in this little section here. Also, Idaho's included in that. And Washington State. So, keep that in mind. You could have some hail, gusty winds. It's likely today to happen in these areas. So, please be aware of that. And other strong storms are possible over Ohio and into western Tennessee and Mississippi during today. As you can see right here, here's Mississippi, western Tennessee. This stuff's going to just truck on across. Chance of thunderstorms, of course, from North Carolina all the way down to southern Florida. We have a chance of some more thunderstorms, not too severe, hopefully, over in all of these light green areas, which includes the Texas Panhandle, a little bit of the Oklahoma Panhandle, parts of Colorado, New Mexico, and down in southwestern Texas. Shouldn't be too bad. What about these tornadoes, though? Let's see if this will link up right quick and get on with it. Here we go. That greatest chance is at 5% in Illinois, western Kentucky, and parts of mid to western Indiana. That's where the greatest chance is. Don't rule it out in the green. It could happen very, very, very low, though, at 2% happening. So far as the wind, the greatest wind is from northern Mississippi, western Tennessee, all the way up to southern Michigan, as you can see in this area. And then that section I'm telling you where you can have some high winds and possibly hail over in Oregon, Washington State, northern Idaho, and parts of western Montana. So far as the hail goes, this is the section for hail. Once again, right over in Oregon, Washington State, northern Idaho, and western Montana. So, with all of that said and done, that's your complete forecast for today. And a little checkup on Arthur. Like I say, I'll have a complete detailed forecast on Arthur later in the day. Right now, we're very, very lucky. It's looking like it's going to move up right off, and I'm saying right off. Now, it could change, and it could toggle a little bit more over to the inland areas, but I'm not expecting that to happen right now. It's something we're going to have to watch. I think it will probably be anywhere from 25, 35 miles off the coast of Buxton and Hatteras for the center of it when it goes by. So, everybody have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click that bell and check off all. I would appreciate it a lot. I thank you for everything you do for me, and may each of you have much peace, love, and kindness in your life. Thanks for watching.